Liz, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing okay.
Yeah, I had a tough week this week. I've just had a lot of stress with work, and I've been trying some new techniques to try to help me cope and work on my communication with work and with my significant other, and and I feel like things are getting a little bit better, but I still feel like my life is just out of control right now.
Right. So you sound like you're stressed out, you're having a hard time trying to deal with everything that you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to start today? We can start wherever you want.
Well, I think probably the worst situation is at work. I feel like I'm not being heard by my coworkers, and I've been trying to improve communication with them in regards to stuff that we do with our clients, and what I'm hearing my clients' stressors are because of their lack of communication and lack of understanding from their therapists. So they come to me, and that's adding more stress to me because I already have 5 of my own, and then I'm taking on the other 10 that are there, and it's just been a lot. So I've been trying to communicate more with my coworkers, but I think I'm doing a better job not bringing my stress home at the end of the day.
Okay, so if I hear what you're saying that work's stressful for you because you're trying to balance your job as well as technically doing somebody else's job, and then you're dealing with communication barriers between staff and you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess I just feel that I don't know where to turn for help. As I was sharing with you last time, that my supervisor has taken a new position and has less time to talk to me, so I'm just feeling like stress from that because he's not there like I was used to.
Do you have a new supervisor?
I do, but she doesn't even know what she's doing yet.
Okay.
So I can't really talk to her. And she's sharing with me that she's, about ready to quit herself. So that's not helping me feel secure in what I'm doing. So I just have a bad feeling that if she leaves, then it's going to be on me. Like, I'm going to have to take on her responsibility. And I really don't have time or energy for that right now. So,
yeah, your whole demeanor kind of changed when you said, I'm afraid if she leaves, you're going to have to take on her responsibility. And as you said that, like, your whole face went from like a smile down to like a slight frown, and your whole shoulders just kind of shrunk.
Yeah.
So it's like almost you can already feel the stress that you would possibly encounter if that were to happen.
Yeah, I do. I do feel that way. With the internship coming up and added schoolwork and trying to keep my family together, it's a lot. And
of course, yeah.
I'm being spread thin. And if I were to have to take on that responsibility, I might not stay there.
Is that something that could possibly happen? Is that why you're so worried?
Yeah, it is. Especially since my, Tom doesn't know that Deb is feeling that way.
And Tom's the old supervisor and Deb is the new supervisor. Okay.
Yes. He doesn't know that she feels that way. So it is hard because it's not my place to tell him that she feels like that.
Right.
But I am carrying that weight around with me. Also with the medication situation at work, a Ritalin pill went missing on Friday. Yeah, it wasn't on me, but I was there for it, and it just seemed like the team fell apart, and the clients can feel that.
So what does it look like when the team falls apart?
Everyone seems to get frustrated, blaming each other, not working together as a team. I don't know, feeling resentments towards each other.
And then the clients pick up on...
And the clients pick up on that, and they feed off of it. And it's not a pretty picture.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So, I'm doing everything I can on my end, and I know that's all I can do. But working in a situation like that is hard.
So it's kind of like staying as healthy as you can in an unhealthy environment.
Right. So.
And how do you feel you're managing that?
Well, I feel like I'm doing a lot of things at home with meditation, which I know we talked about last time, as a coping skill to help me kind of like refocus and get back on track.
And how's that working for you?
It's working well. It's just a matter of making it a habit instead of like a chore. Like, oh, I probably should do this one. You know, this is going on. So it's just getting used to it and doing it more often. So yeah, it's just managing things in all aspects of my life is really just the key to keeping on track at this point.
You sound exhausted when you say that.
Yeah, I am. I wish I had more time to be with friends and party and, you know, do things I want to do. But I know that I have to wait at least another 2 years till that happens.
2 years because...
School will be over, internship will be over. I can make what I'm doing as an internship my job.
Well, that's good then.
School, yeah, then I won't have school classes to go to either, so I'll just have my job and just home, and that's it.
So then you've got the school that's
Right.
removed, an internship that's removed, so it's something that's more manageable for you.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you kind of have created this light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can kind of see the end result, and it's just figuring out how to manage everything so you can get there.
Right. That's where I'm at with that.
Okay. What do you feel is the biggest barrier to you being able to manage everything?
Time management and procrastination. I do procrastinate a lot.
Is that at home and work, or is it just one or the other? School even?
No, school I'm pretty good with. Except if there's papers due.
So in your everyday life, you seem to manage school fine, aside from papers.
Right.
But you seem to procrastinate when it comes to doing things related to work.
Treatment plans and mainly like putting away my laundry at home. Yeah. Those are the things I can't seem to just dive into and get done.
And not being able to dive into putting your laundry away, is that something that stresses you out or bothers you?
It does, because then I see the pile grow.
And it just gets bigger and bigger.
And I know that I should do something about it, but I don't. So I'm working on that too, which meditation helps with. So.
Well, it sounds like you created like a bunch of different healthy coping skills or different mechanisms that work for you. Meditation. You seem like you do a lot of positive self-talk with yourself, which I think is great.
Yeah, I do. I feel like that's like the best way that I can manage what I'm going through so I don't completely lose it.
Is it effective? Is it effective in your life?
I feel like it is. It's just a matter of, like I said, making it a behavior, like an everyday thing instead of like a chore.
Now what happens, what is you said chore. So let's back up to that. What exactly do you said, explain more, a chore.
A chore is something that I have to do.
So you feel like you have to do meditation?
Yeah. Well, I feel like the stuff that I don't want to do is a chore. Meditation is only a chore because it's not something I'm used to doing. but
Okay.
I can make it more of a behavior.
So you can make it more a part of your life, more
Right.
of a...
I don't want it to become something that I resent doing. I guess if that makes
No,
sense.
I totally get that. Yeah, thanks for clarifying. So that's working well.
Yeah.
Have you seen any, do you notice any differences before when you weren't doing it as opposed to now when you are doing it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm more self-aware. Even if I'm not fixing the issue at the time, I feel like I know, like, okay, I know I have to do this today. Or instead of being like, oh, crap, it's Friday and I didn't do, all this. And I'm just more self-aware overall. So it does help. So,
Good.
yeah. I'm feeling better talking to you and...
Well, you sound like you're in a better space than you were last week. Last week you kind of jumped all over the place, and now you just seem like you're a little bit more focused on what's going on. So I think we're making some good progress.
Thanks.
So,
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to talking with you again and, getting some stuff off my chest is very helpful to me, so.
I'm glad that you find this helpful. So, we can meet next week if that's something you'd like to do.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll see you next week.